Hi guys, it's Lyn Vanieuy, and today I wanted to do a monthly favorites for the month of April. I know I haven't been posting a lot lately. If you watched my last video, I kind of talk about it a little bit. I did film a crystals video, but it's been taking me forever to edit because there was over an hour's worth of footage. So hopefully that video will be up next week, but I thought in the meantime I should probably film something and get something up so it's not like a month and a half, no videos. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's be friends, and without any further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna kind of talk about these in order that I would use them, I suppose. I'm gonna start off with foundation. So lately I've been really into the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I've been hearing like mad reviews about this foundation and I like needed to have it. The thing about Wet n Wild is I live in Canada and there's like no Ulta. Sephora's are really far away from me. Not that this is carried in Sephora. The Walmart that is in my city very rarely carries Wet n Wild products, and if they do, it's very like sporadic, that kind of shit. So I ordered these online. I ordered two different colors because I didn't know which color it was going to be, and I found that mixing both of these really work well. So I got the color Buff Bisque Light Medium Neutral, so that's the darker color, and then I got the Soft Ivory Light Warm. So these are the two colors that I got, and I found that mixing them together to create a happy medium is what works best for me. This is what I'm wearing on my face today. I have been completely obsessed with this foundation. I reach for it all the time. Disclaimer, it doesn't work well if you have dry patches. It shows very, very well if you have dryness in your skin. However, I do tend to have oily combo skin, so I have found that this foundation actually keeps my oils really at bay, which is like phenomenal. Like I've never had a foundation that works as well for that as these suckers do. So I've been really impressed with this. My cousin Sandra has tried these. She said it broke her out. I know she has a little bit more dry skin, so I don't know if that plays into it at all, but just a disclaimer. For me personally, I've been absolutely obsessed with this foundation, especially because it keeps my oil under control. It's 9:58 at night, and I put this on around 9:30, I want to say, this morning, and I just did a quick blot before I started filming, and I wasn't even that oily, which is like crazy. Usually when I use a blotting sheet, it's like completely covered in oil, the entire sheet. This one was like a third of it was covered in oil, so it's like really amazing for me. Next up, I have the Real Techniques Beauty Blender sponge type thing. I've been absolutely obsessed with this sponge. Didn't think I was gonna love it as much as my other beauty blender, which I got from Bed Bath & Beyond, oddly enough, but I do really, really like this. I find that this sponge, in comparison with my other beauty blender type sponge, does not soak up as much water as the other sponge does, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know, I just really like this, so I thought that I would mention. I also really like the shape. It's really nice to get into corners and everything like that with both ends, so this is a nice kind of Walmart affordable version of the regular beauty blender. Next up, I want to talk about an eyeshadow palette. Again, this is from Wet n Wild. I originally wanted to get the Rose in the Air palette, I think it's called, but I also got this palette, which is called Not a Basic Peach, which, first of all, that name is so cute. I find that I have been reaching for this palette like almost on a daily basis. So whenever I want to do eyeshadow, I pretty much always reach for this palette lately, and I'm actually going to be doing my updated sort of everyday makeup tutorial using this palette, so if you are excited to see that or you want to see that, give this video a thumbs up. Today I'm actually wearing eyeshadows from this palette. Sorry, ignore this like chunk of lash. I got like a glob of eyelash glue in it and I tried to brush it through, but I didn't totally want to leave. So anyway, on my lids today, I just have two colors. I was going for a very golden look today. So on my lid today, I just used this gold shade right here, and then I used this in the outer corner slash crease area of my eye. But the colors that I have been reaching for a lot lately are this orange color, this like sort of duochrome color, and this blue, and also this color. So I will be doing a tutorial on that eyeshadow look coming up shortly, so keep an eye out for that video. But yeah, I've been totally obsessed with this palette. Just phenomenal. For a drugstore brand, I think this palette was like $6 and it comes with 10 shades and they're just so great in quality. Like I can't get enough of this, so cannot say enough good things about this. Been in love with it. Next up, I want to talk about blush. This is the Lychee and Gold Healthy Glow Rose Gold Blush by Seraphine Botanicals, and this was an Ipsy grab. I talked about it in one of my previous videos. I can't for the life of me remember which one. I will put a card if you want to go watch that video, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. A little bit goes a long way. If you watch the video, you'll understand why I say that. I kind of look a little bit like a clown, but super obsessed with this. And this blush smells amazing. Like, it smells fruity, which is like awesome. Next up, I want to talk about two different highlighters. One was from the Ipsy that also had the previous blush that I was talking about in it, and this is Luna by Luna Cosmetics, and this is a baked highlighter in the shade Electra. At first, it's subtle, but it's really buildable, and it's just a beautiful frosted pink champagne color, and I'm just like totally obsessed. Definitely buildable. If you watch that video, again, you will see. The other highlighter is again by Wet n Wild, and this is the Megaglo highlighting powder, and this is in Blossom Glow. Yes, Blossom Glow. That is what that looks like. It's not showing up as pink as it looks like in real life, but it's not actually that pink when you put it on your skin. It's more of like a champagne pink. Clearly I have a thing for champagne colors. It's a problem, but been obsessed with this color. I was wearing it today. When I blotted, I think I blotted a little bit of it off, but very obsessed, and definitely a little bit goes a long way with this product as well. For a Wet n Wild, for a drugstore product, this is phenomenal. Wet n Wild, like, I cannot get enough of it lately. It is just amazing, especially for the price. It works so well. The products are so buttery, so blendable, so buildable, like just phenomenal. Yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out Wet n Wild, getting a few of their products. Some of them, from what I've heard, can be very hit or miss, but all around, I think the foundation is great, the eyeshadows are great, and I really like this highlighter. I know that they have these new ones that come, these lights are very hot. They have these new ones that come in sticks. I think they're called the Hello Halo, or maybe that's the shade color, but they come in sticks, and apparently they're very glittery, so I don't know. I guess that's more of a personal preference thing. I personally like glitter, so I feel like that's something I would personally like. One person I would recommend checking out is Rach Loves. She does amazing reviews, but then again, keep in mind she doesn't like glitter, so anyway, moving on. Next up, I want to talk about some lip products. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this balm. This is by Jersey Shore Cosmetics. I don't think it's related to the cast of Jersey Shore, but this is a peppermint moisture rich hydrating balm. This stuff is just so amazing. If you love mint, you're gonna love this balm, and this is probably one of the best lip balms I've ever tried in my life. I'm pretty obsessed with my EOS balms, but this is actually better. Don't tell EOS I said that, or EOS, or whatever they're called. I have never used an actual balm as much as I use this one. Like, I keep it in my purse all times because I love it so much. Next up is this Peak Natural Plumping Balm, and it comes in this little tin like this, which, first of all, A+ for packaging. Love little tin packages like this. And this is in the scent flavor, I don't know, Nom Nom, and it's very cinnamon, I guess you could say. Sorry, there's like lip brush marks in there, but I really adore this plumping lip balm. I think it's great, and A++ for the packaging. And the last lip product I want to talk about is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints, lip paints. I don't know. This is what it looks like, and this is in the color 314 Spicy Blush. I was wearing this on my lips today. It did fade off quite a bit during the day. You will get that with this product, but I absolutely love it. It's a very nice sort of glossy lip. Here, I'll put some on. So it comes with a very large doe foot applicator. but that's what it looks like in case you were wondering. You wanted to kind of get a feel for it. It's definitely more on the glossy side, but it's not sticky. It's just a very moisturizing feel, which I like. It is kind of on the thick side, so if you don't like thick feeling products on your lips, you probably won't like this. It does smell really, really good though. Next up, I want to talk about skincare. So first up, I have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. I just have a little sample size and I pretty much am down to my very last drops of this. Been completely obsessed. It is just so nice. I don't know. And recently I've actually been having like this sort of thing where I've fallen out of love a little bit with Tarte because of the whole Tarte Shape Tape foundation thing where they didn't release enough shades. I'm a huge human rights person and I think that the whole thing was just so ridiculous. Tarte can do so much better than that. I was very disappointed, very upset by the whole launch, that whole scandal that happened, but I received this well before that whole fiasco happened, and I mean, I'm not just gonna not use the product because of that when it's already in my house. And sadly, I'm obsessed with this cleanser. I don't know. I'm in a love-hate relationship with Tarte right now because I do love that they're vegan and like all natural, blah blah blah, like whatever, but that whole Shape Tape foundation thing just kind of like made me go, But anyway, I did want to give this a mention because I did really enjoy this cleanser. Next up is something new that I've gotten, and this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Multivitamin Booster, and this has hyaluronic acid in it, and this is sort of like a gel serum, and I heard pretty good things about this product. I was going to get the moisturizer, but like you guys know, I have oily combo skin, so I wanted something that was going to be a little bit lighter than a moisturizer, so I picked this up and I've been absolutely loving it, and it has such a nice clean scent. If you know me, I'm like obsessed with like clean scents. I don't really know what that means, but anything that just smells fresh and clean, I'm like all about it. Now I'm going to move into hair care. Recently I tried the Trissola leave-in conditioner. I received this in my Ipsy last month and been obsessed with this product. This I put in my hair and it makes my hair smell like cupcakes. I could just smell this forever. It smells so good. It made my hair feel so soft and nice and clean. Would recommend. Been loving this. Then I want to talk about the Batiste Dry Shampoo. I have talked about Batiste before. I love this. I love it a lot. However, if Eva NYC was available in Canada when I didn't have to like order it online, I would leave Batiste for Eva NYC. But for something that's definitely more available to me, Batiste is really, really great. So this is a new scent that I tried. This is the Pretty and Opulent Lotus. Been obsessed with this. Really, really like Batiste. They have lots of scents. They work really, really well. So if you're like me and you have those lazy times, then a dry shampoo is going to be very great in your life, and I recommend Batiste. I think it works really well. You can find it in the drugstores. I find mine at Walmart. They carry lots of these scents, so been loving this. And now more into the body side of things. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but this is a hand and nail cream by the White Company, and this is the Seychelles Bergamot, Amber, and Vanilla. I am like totally obsessed with this hand and nail cream. It just smells phenomenal. I've never gone through a hand cream as much as I have with this. Like my lip balms or lip chaps, I just don't use them very much, to be honest with you. It's probably the thing I hate receiving the most in gifts for Christmas or birthdays or whatever. I just don't use lotions or lip chaps or balms. It's not that I don't like them and I don't want to use them, I just don't end up using them. But this one, I have gone through about 2/3 of this and I'm still like absolutely obsessed with this. This stays in my purse with me. Would recommend. And the last thing for sort of body things is this Pure Lease Coconut Oil and Coffee Sugar Body Scrub, and I used this in the shower the other day and it smells really good. If you know me, I'm like coffee obsessed. Yeah, it smells like coffee and it's great. You probably can't see, but that's what it looks like. I don't want to push it up just because I don't want it to go everywhere, but if you love the scent of coffee and you need a good body scrub, would recommend this. It's great. Now on to the last couple of things. This is something I want to just give an honorable mention to. This is a Inukshuk necklace and it's handmade. There's kind of a funny story behind this necklace. So I was sitting in the parking lot where my nail salon is. It's like located in a plaza, and for some reason that day it was just like extremely busy and I had to park like kind of on the other side of the plaza, and I was also there pretty early, so I was just sitting in my car. I was having a smoke with the windows down, just chilling, listening to music, playing on my phone, whatever. And my car has a dream catcher in the front window hanging off of the rearview mirror, and a guy walked by and he was native. And the thing about where I live is we're very close to native reserves. This isn't like unusual. You see quite a lot of natives in the Brantford area, which is where I live. And so this guy walked by my car and he kind of like looked at my car. I wasn't really paying attention, and he ended up coming up to my window and he's like, "Hi, like, are you native?" And I said, "No, like, I just really love native things. Like, I'm obsessed with dream catchers and Inukshuks, and I'm very about other people's cultures. I really am interested in that sort of thing." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Oh, I really like your dream catcher, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then he was telling me to have a nice day, whatever. He went and sat in his car, which was kind of kitty corner to mine. So he was sitting in his car and I continued sitting in my car because I was still early for my appointment. And a couple minutes later, he jumps back out of his car and knocks on my window again. And I'm like, "Hi." And then he's like, "Hi, I just wanted to give you this. You said you really love native things. I made this. It's from British Columbia." And yeah, I just absolutely love this. I think it was so cute and he was so nice. I really appreciate this. So yeah, I just wanted to give that an honorable mention. It was a really nice human connection that I had. I feel like a lot of times in this day and age, you don't really talk to your neighbors or things like that. So it's like kind of rare to just strike up a conversation with some random person. And it was just super nice and he was really sweet. Second last thing I want to talk about is this candle. This is from Bath and Body Works. I always want to say Bed Bath & Beyond. No, that's not where that's from. And this is the Cactus Blossom Candle by White Barn. And I am so obsessed with this, which is weird because I didn't think I would be. I'm not typically into like sweet scents, but this one caught my eye because I really liked the container it was in, and I really tend to like White Barn scents. So I picked this up and I was sniffing it and I was like, I need to have this. So I've been obsessed with this. I haven't burn too much of it. I try to like preserve my candles. I like don't want to burn them because I just love the scent so much. I don't know why I'm like this, because it's like I could easily just get more, but anyway, been obsessed with this candle. If you like fruity, flowery scents, you would probably really like this. Oddly enough, I usually don't like that sort of scent, but I've been obsessed with this candle. And the last thing I want to talk about is my favorite book of the month, and I've had this for quite some time, but I finally just picked it up, and you guys are probably gonna laugh, but this is Bram Stoker's Dracula. This was like a special edition type thing. They had, I don't know why, there's like marks on it, but they had a thing going on at Chapters. It's now called Indigo. Indigo bought out Chapters. Anyway, where they had like a bunch of classics, I guess you would say, and they had like all the books specifically designed in this sort of way. But anyway, I picked this up, finally read it, and it was so good. It's a little bit slow to start, so you might not like it if you're not big into reading. If you can't get into books that are slow to start, this probably won't be the book for you. Plus, it's very old. Not the book itself, but the novel itself is quite old. It was first published in 1897, so that gives you sort of an idea, and it's very like old English writing, so if you cannot kind of get into that, this is also probably not the book for you. But I've always been very taken by vampires and all that stuff, and I really love classics, so I really loved this book. So yeah, that is everything for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before, if you did like this video, video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Also, please don't forget to check out my social media links. I leave them linked in the description box below for you guys to check out. My cats now have an Instagram, so if you love cats as much as I do and you're like kind of a crazy cat lady, or even if you're not and you just like looking at cute pets, you guys should go give that a follow. Also, if you guys are into fluid art, I will have a link in the description box below for my friend on Instagram. Her name is @thatgirlstacy. I will leave her Instagram account in the description box below as well, and I actually have a discount code, so if you use the discount code Lyn, you will get $5 off any purchase site-wide. There is no restrictions, so if you guys are into abstract or fluid art, I definitely recommend you guys checking her stuff out. She does amazing work, and I think that's it. So until next time, keep shining. Bye guys.